Okay, let's jump straight into this explainer on handling multiple files in N8N. Look, if you're building workflows, you've almost certainly hit this wall. It's honestly one of the most common and, let's be real, most maddening roadblocks out there. We're talking about attachments and binary files. It's a headache that trips up absolutely everyone, even folks who've deployed hundreds of workflows. But today, we're going to completely crush this issue. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to cleanly unpack those bundled files so your automations run like an absolute dream.
So let's talk about the actual problem here. Does your workflow completely blow up the second multiple files are attached? If you're nodding along right now, I promise you are not alone. It's kind of funny, actually. It almost feels like workflows have this sixth sense for breaking down right when you need them the most, right? Here's the deal. Attachments usually drop into your workflow totally bundled together. And because they arrive as this one giant package, your workflow just tries to process them as a single file. Or, honestly worse, it just panics, breaks down entirely, and stops running. It is incredibly frustrating, especially when you know the data is sitting right there, but the system just flat out refuses to cooperate.
Now check this out. Here's a look at what NN does natively, compared to what we actually want to happen. By default, you're stuck with this bundled, tangled mess that registers as just one single item. Not great. But in our ideal setup, let's say you've got a Gmail trigger catching an email with, 5 different invoices attached. Instead of choking on that bundle, your workflow is smart. It actually realizes, hey, there are 5 separate files here. It splits them right out into 5 unique items and then fires them off individually to your Google Drive, complete with the perfectly matching file names. That is the exact gold standard we're aiming for today. To get there, we really need to understand why N8 acts this way in the first place. And it all boils down to one specific technical hurdle, the array. Whenever N8 scoops up all those attachments from an email or a web form, it automatically crams them into an array. Think of an array as just a giant cardboard box. Even if you have 5 perfectly good separate files inside that box, N8, it just sees the one box. And that box, that array, is the main culprit preventing your files from being processed on their own.
Now you might be thinking, well, couldn't I just hack together a workaround? Honestly, no. If you aren't handling these binary files the right way, you are severely limiting what you can build. And honestly, even scarier, you're risking major data loss. Think about it. When you're automating totally essential stuff, routing client invoices, parsing incoming data sheets, skipping over files just because they were trapped in a bundle, that's a risk you literally cannot afford to take. We absolutely have to break them out. And the sheer scale of what you can do once you unlock these files, it's incredible. Just take a look at this. Imagine you have a web form where a user drops in multiple CSV files all at once. In this specific real-world test, 5 massive CSV files were submitted simultaneously. Because the workflow was actually built to split binary files properly, it didn't just grab one and crash. No way. It instantly grabbed all 5, chewing through 50 pages of diamond records, 83 pages of F1 driver stats, 2,000 student results, and 1,000 YouTube videos. In literally a flash, nearly 4,200 individual rows of data were flawlessly unpacked and pushed right into different data tables. I mean, that is the raw power of getting this right. So, the million-dollar question, how do we actually pull off this perfect separation without going completely crazy? Well, the solution is beautifully, almost magically simple. It's just one single code node. Seriously, you can completely forget about stringing together all those messy split nodes that you might have seen in older tutorials. All you need is one tiny piece of JavaScript. And the absolute best part is that this code snippet is floating around in the NAN community for free, completely ready to go. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. JavaScript? Really? If you're a bit intimidated by the idea of dropping code into your workflow, don't be. We are going to look under the hood right now and break down exactly how this code operates. I want you to understand exactly how this little magic trick unboxes your data step by step. Here's the basic logic of what that one node is doing in the background. Step 1, it basically sets the stage by creating a brand new, totally empty array. A clean slate, right? Just waiting to hold our separated files. Once that blank canvas is ready, we hit step 2. Here, the code simply loops through your attachments. It looks at the bundle and pulls them apart one by one. After they're separated, step 3 steps in to capture the really crucial metadata for each of those files. And then finally, step 4 wraps the whole thing up by spitting out each of those individual results so N8N can process them separately. Let's actually zoom in on that third step for a sec, the metadata capture, because this is where the code goes from good to absolutely amazing. It's not just mindlessly chopping up the bundle, it's actively analyzing your data. Like if a file somehow sneaks through without any binary data attached, the code is smart enough to just skip it entirely. But for the legit files, it grabs the exact metadata you're going to need. So going back to our invoice example, it automatically pulls the unique file names, which, as we know, is exactly what you need to organize them in Google Drive. But you're not locked into just that. You could tweak this to grab the sender's name, or verify it's a PDF by checking the MIME type, or even log the exact file size. All that rich, valuable context stays permanently glued to your newly separated file. All right, enough of the theory stuff. Let's actually get this working on your own NN canvas. Now that you've got a solid grip on the mechanics, how the array actually splits, and how your metadata is kept safe, let's walk through exactly how you drop this magic node into your own automation. Putting this into practice is incredibly straightforward, but listen closely because placement is literally everything here. Step 1, you set up your trigger. This is just wherever your binary data is flowing in from, like a Gmail node with download attachments turned on, or a webhook catching form submissions. Now, step 2, and this is the golden rule, do not skip this, you must place your code node immediately after that trigger. Just drag it out, search for a code node, and pick code in JavaScript. Then, step 3 is the easiest part. You just hop over to the community forum, copy the free code, paste it straight into your new module, and hit execute. That's the whole shebang. And guys, when you hit that execute button, the transformation is so satisfying to watch. Just seconds before, your schema was trapped as this one stubborn bundled item. But the instant that code runs, boom, you get your individual items back. You're suddenly looking at item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4, and item 5 totally separate. And each of those items has its own clean schema sitting right behind it. They're all holding their own unique file names and their own unboxed binary objects. Your data is officially freed up and completely ready for whatever step comes next. So, by dropping in just one simple, free piece of code right after your trigger, you've completely vaporized a massive limitation in your NN toolkit. It honestly makes you wonder, right? How many other so-called impossible workflow roadblocks are really just sitting there, waiting for a one-node solution? So definitely go grab that snippet from the community and throw it onto your canvas. Now that your binary files are finally unblocked, what limits are you going to break next?